Hello, this is Tommy. Welcome back to Chatomics. So in today's video, we're going to talk about save versus saveRDS. So both of them can be used to save objects into disk in R, but there are some differences you may need to pay attention to. So to do this, we're going to actually run a simple linear regression model and save that linear model into disk. And I will show you how to actually read them back. Use two different functions. If you save them, use save versus saveRDS. Okay. So first we just load the libraries: tidy models, bloom, ggplot, and dplyr. Okay. So empty cars is just a data frame of different cars, and then you have different variables. For example, mile per gallon, horsepower, weight, for example. Okay. So if you want to know more about it, you can type $empty cars, and it will tell you the meaning of the variables, the different columns here. Okay, so let's just plot the data. So usually I always like to plot the data, and let's look at the relationships between mile per gallon versus weight. I think it makes sense. Like the heavier the car is, maybe the mile per gallon is less. So let's take a look. Okay, indeed, it looks like there is this inverse correlation, right? The negative correlation between the mile per gallon versus the weight. Okay, let's feed a linear model using tidy models. Okay, so this is how you actually specify the model. So linear regression and set engine using LM. And we can feed the model. So specify the specification and pipe it into feed. And this is our Y variable, this is our X variable. Data is empty cars data frame. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so we can actually take a look at the model feeding coefficients and p-values. So you can use tidy, actually just from the Bloom package. So you can make the coefficient and p-value into a nice data frame. Okay, let's take a look. And if you look at the data frame, it will tell you, okay, what's the intercept, what's the coefficient for the weight and the p-values. Okay, both of them are significant. Okay. Okay. So now let's actually save them. Save the linear model into file. Okay. So what you can do, you can use the saveRDS, and you specify the model lim and feed_feed, and the file you want to save. Okay. So you just run that line. So if you go to data here, and it will show you this RDS file. Okay, so alternatively you can use the save function. Okay, but in this save function you can actually specify multiple objects here. So lim fit, and also the model summary, the data frame, not the table. So you can actually save them, both of them, into a file called lim_feed.rda. I already did that, but you can do that again. So you will have those two files saved in disk. Okay. So now I will show you actually how to read them back. Okay. So let's actually clear the environment and remove all those variables here, or you can just restart the session. And to read the linear model back, so if you save it as an RDS, you use the readRDS function. But in this case, you need to actually assign it into a new variable name. Might save the feed, so you can use a different name. Okay, remember the previous name is just LM_feed. That's the original name of that object. So you can use this and assign to a new variable name. So if you look at this, it's the same actually linear model parsnip model object. Okay. However, okay, then you'll see here as well, like in the environment, you see this my saved feed, this new variable we just created. However, if you save the those objects use the save function, multiple objects here into the file, RDA file, RData file, and you use the load function, okay? So, and you don't have to specify, you don't have to assign them into a new variable. So if you do that, and you see here in the environment, now you have these two new variables, limFit and model summary. So essentially, it's exactly the same, this one and this one. So it will, in other words, it will remember all the variable names, and when you load it, essentially will be exactly the same as your last session, right? I mean, I think they have different usage cases, but for example, if you load this, and it will actually have the exactly same name as the last session. So, for example, you don't probably want to accidentally overwrite the variables that in your current session if you use the load function, right? For example, if you happen to have also limFit in your current session, but with a different model, if you load this, it will actually overwrite your current session's variable. That may not be what you want, right? So I usually, and also the difference is that this one, the saveRDS, you can only save a single object, but save, you can save multiple objects, okay? But I find myself actually use this one more often. Of course, like if you have multiple objects you want to save, you can use the save function and load all of them back into the R environment, okay? I hope this video helps you to understand the differences between save and saveRDS and the ways to read them back. Okay, that's it for today. Oh, by the way, the scripts, you can find the link in the description of this video. So happy learning and see you next time.